brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. Maybe the upper hand in this one. The Memphis Grizzlies won the last matchup of the season against the Los Angeles Lakers.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Memphis. Prince is the 3 and Randolph the 4. Conley and Allen are the guards. And it's Koufos in at the pivot, manning the middle.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Bledsoe against Conley. He kicks it to Allen. To the wing right side. It's Koufos atop the key. Feeds it to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by West.
Mike Conley, a lightning-quick lefty. Has never been an all-star, but certainly in the conversation as a two-way player. He's been a cornerstone for the Memphis Grizzlies.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And that result was no surprise, Clark, because they played very loose with the ball that night.
Yeah, they were carefree. Footloose and fancy-free with the ball doesn't get it done. And how often do we see it, Steve? The team that loses the turnover battle loses the game.
Now Conley, following the 3-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. Here's Prince. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Well, they finally connect with their 4th shot of the game.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Kobe kicks to Horford. Here's Bledsoe. It's rebounded by Memphis. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Dave Yeager. Doris, what do you have to say?
We talked about David West and what makes him such a tough player to defend. Coach said, West is special because he's so skilled for a player of his size and strength. He can score inside and also spread the floor with his shooting. He can have a quiet night and still drop 20 and 10. So we've got to stay conscious of him at all times. Guys, we'll see how they do against him.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here's Horford, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Horford's got his first points of the night. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
C.J. Watson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Allen kicks to Conley. From down in the low post, it goes. Conley's got 5.
Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
It shows up in the stats a little bit, but they don't tell the whole story. Last year when the Grizzlies were healthy, they were very tough defensively.
For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by Watson.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Bryant. Tries again, and the layup good by West.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And a few things help with the Grizzlies in defense. They slow things down, and they, Clark, don't give up easy baskets.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that sometimes gets overlooked in their defensive prowess, pace of play. They're very judicious in how they play the game. And they've got a physical front line, so they put bodies on you. And when that happens, you get worn out when you play a team like that.
That's good. Bryant's got 5 now.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And there's the fouls on C.J. Watson. That is his first foul of the game. The Lakers making a switch here. Boozer's checked in. Hill, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Prince. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Inside, here's Prince. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He has 6.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Now here's Conley. 17 points in his last outing. Goes back up, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Some changes for the Lakers. Andre Bloch, he's checked in for Horford. Carter comes in for Harris, and Roten subbed in for Kobe. Memphis also making some changes. Anderson, he's checked in for Randall. Lee comes in for Tony Allen, and it's Udrich in for Mike Conley.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And Boozer gets it to go.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Here's Udrich. 9 points last game. The dish now to Hill. And Boozer with the block. And they get it back. And good on the basket. Book it. Anderson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not? Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Here's Prince. He shoots again, and the layup is good. Anderson's got 8.
Such a great start for him. 4 for 4 already. He could be on his way to a big game.
It certainly looks that way, Steve. His energy level has been terrific right from the opening tip. Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And a wide open look for Lee. It's good. This time the assist from Udrich.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
And he gets it to go. Carter's got 5.
And he answers right back with a 3 of his own.
Well, you can see it. They're getting into it a bit. A little mano-mano here. One-upsmanship taking place.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies lead by 10. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
They've got Carter. Watch out there with West. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Roten in at the two-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Denver Nuggets.
That was an impressive defensive performance. The athleticism, the intensity, the energy, really shutting their opponent down.
And, Steve, that was reflected in their block total. I mean, they were extremely disruptive. Equal parts hustle, muscle, and smarts.
Zach Randolph's checked in for Memphis. Conley now comes in for Beno Udrih.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Al Horford, he's checked in for Blotch. Harris comes in for Vince Carter. And Kobe is subbed in for Tony Roten. 6 to shoot. Memphis moving it around. Here's Conley. Horford with the block. Now the feed to Harris. Back to Bryant. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And it's 7 points for Kobe Bryant.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Well, Kobe has always had an alpha personality, but I don't think he came into the league as a natural leader. He was more of a loner. And as his career has worn on, he's realized the need to engage his teammates for the good of the team. Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Conley dishes to Lee. He feeds it to Allen. Out to Lee. Shot from free throw range. Tries again. A nice shot by Koufos. Koufos has got his first bucket in this one.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive board.
What throwdown there, man.
They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2-point possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
No coverage that time. And it's 7 points for Mike Conley.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Bledsoe outside. Here's Harris. And not sure what he was thinking there. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. And a wide open look for Lee. They get the rebound. Outside Conley. The try by Lee. Here's Randolph. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That one on Horford.
Zach Randolph is a terrific rebounder and scorer. In his prime, you could just mark up 20 points and 12 rebounds a night, every night. He's a little bit on the downside now, but still a player you've got a game plan for.
Here's Harris. Harris missing again. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Conley into the lane. Kicks to Lee. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Harris. And Randolph, now 33 years old, had that knee injury a couple seasons back.
Yeah, his rebounding remains excellent, but we've seen his scoring wane just a bit, both in volume and the percentages. Not quite the go-to scorer he was a few years back, but still very effective play.
And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Yeah, they were getting windy. Good call here to give them a quick breather.
Carlos Boozer's checked in for the Lakers. Now we get a chance to view the NBA leaders in assists. Michael Conley is third.
His passing has been so terrific, and best of all, it's created a really unselfish atmosphere on the team, and I think that's why they're doing well.
Drops it in from 14 feet away. Conley's got 4 points this quarter. Lakers trail by 8. Here's Bledsoe. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
No good from Lee.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities. A lot of times when a great player hangs it up, they take some time to find themselves or just relax. But Kobe said last season that he wants to stay heavily involved in the NBA when his playing days are over. Not a huge surprise if you think about just how competitive he is.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Andre Bluch, he's checked in for Horford. Carter comes in for Harris. And it's Watson in for Eric Bledsoe. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Chris Anderson is checked in for Koufos. Hill comes in for Zach Randolph. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Tony Allen. And it's Udrih in for Courtney Lee. And Clark, for Kobe in his post-playing career, you have to think he would like to stay involved with the Lakers on some way, given that he has spent his whole career, really his most formative years with the organization.
You know, that could be true, Kevin, from a front office standpoint, but if he wants to try his hand at coaching, he might have to be open to moving around for a little bit.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Roten's checked in. Prince with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. And it's Conley penetrating.
Well, you know, for teams in the NBA nowadays, it's all about getting bang for your buck. I mean, Mike Conley out of Ohio State is one of the great value contracts in the league, and with all the analytics and general managers looking for value, Memphis happy to have an all-star caliber player like him still locked up through 2016.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Udrih, the pass to Hill. For the three. That's collected by Bluch. Bluch has got his third rebound tonight. And you have to give Mike Conley, Steve, an awful lot of credit for the emergence of the Grizzlies, I think, as a factor in the Western Conference.
Kevin, I think he's one of the best point guards in the league. Probably doesn't get enough credit, but his progression as a player at both ends, year after year, he just seems to get better, and he provides that poise and leadership that his club needs.
Here's Udrih, and that is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Roten kicks to Watson. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Outside Conley. There's a screen. It's Prince on the wing. Passes it to Udrih. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Udrih has got 5 points in the quarter.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
And so that brings the first half to a close. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
Yeah, the magic touch with the ball. He just made great decisions, piling up the assists there in the first half, and really doing a nice job for his teammates.
You know, it isn't a very common occurrence, Steve. Typically, he's more likely to be on the receiving end of the pass, but so far, it's been the other way around here.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. Allen and Prince on the perimeter. Randolph and Koufos are inside. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot.
Well, Tayshaun Prince, a terrific player in his time with that championship Detroit Pistons team in years past, but his decline over the last 5 years has been noticeable. Ever since he hit 30, it's been downhill.
And for Prince, now 34 years of age, with this season and next left on his contract.
Yeah, still a smart veteran who doesn't make many mistakes, but it's certainly clear that his best days are behind him.
Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Memphis coach Dave Yeager paid dues for years coaching in the minor leagues. But he did more than coach. He was the GM, ticket vendor, business manager, and halftime act. He said he loved the passion and spirit of that work. But there were also tough times. Guys, those struggles helped prepare him for where he is today.
A long road, but he's here now. Thanks, Doris.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Conley into the lane. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Conley's got 15.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside into the post, they've been in trouble.
Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
Bryant gets a wide open look. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 15 points for Kobe Bryant.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
A lot of problems for the Lakers last season, and it's one thing to stink on the road, but when you stink at home in Los Angeles, you bet people react.
Prince with it, picked up by Harris. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. West has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Fires for 3. Another 3 from Kobe. Kobe's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Los Angeles. Memphis leading. And what a strange sight it was to see the Lakers lose at home as much as they did last year, Clark. Their home record staples 14 and 27.
Yeah, that is a rarity without question. One of the elite sports franchises in the history of sports in America. But they didn't have the talent to compete, and not having Kobe Bryant, their best player and future Hall of Famer, obviously left a lot to be desired with that group. They fought hard, but they just didn't have enough to compete on a regular basis.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's just 2 away from being Dairy Queen.
Koufos dishes to Allen. Koufos the pass to Allen. Conley kicks to Randolph. Back to Conley. That one's off. Still out of sync.
It's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Outside Bryant. Bledsoe kicks to Horford. Lee outside. No good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home.
I know I'll be looking out for the final score in that Timberwolves game. That should be a close game.
Bryant can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Allen passes to Conley. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. For Memphis, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Yeah, they've just been an ordinary team in terms of free throw shooting this year, guys. About 75%.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Then for the Grizzlies. Chris Anderson is checked in for Koufos. Hill comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley. Clock at 4. They get it back. Second chance shot. No good on the layup. And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 9-1 run. Carter dishes to Watson. Out to Carter for the lead. They get it back. Banked in off the glass. Watson's got 5 now.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
C.J. Watson at 6'2" is an outstanding shooting combo guard. He's an excellent marksman from behind the three-point line, which helps his team space the floor. But he's also an underrated defender.
Assist from Tony Allen. 1:24 left to play here in the third. There's the pass to Roten. Off target from three-point range.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the board.
Kicks it out to Allen. He dishes it to Anderson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Anderson's got 10 points. Clark, third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, both teams playing well. Neither club able to pull away.
Fires from the wing. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Memphis trailing here. And Udrich kicks to Hill. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Allen.
You have to give credit to the Grizzlies for being right in the playoff race to the very end last season. Certainly, nobody wanted to see them in the first round.
Boozer kicks to Watson. Roten the pass to Watson. Lakers passing it around. Pass to Carter. Lets it go with the three. And that's collected by Hill. Hill's got his 4th rebound in this one. Prince in the corner. Pass to Anderson. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Grizzlies lead by 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports.
Hey, Mr. Venner.
Tune it. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous passing. It's the rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game.
Carter is out there with West. Then there's Bledsoe. Then there's Horford. And it's Bryant in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Sharp pass to give his teammate the high percentage shot in close.
Lakers trail by 4. Can't hit. Fast break Memphis. Conley's running. Here's Randolph. The Lakers with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kobe dishes to Bledsoe. And that one's good.
Always fun to watch Kobe setting other people up.
Memphis has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And oh, here we go with Bledsoe. Nobody back. Another shot. The second effort. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And one other thing I would add is the mid-range game has been really impressive. I mean, they're showing great touch on some of those 15, 17-footers.
There's a check-in for Vince Carter. And Memphis also making his switch. Tony Allen's checked in for Udrich.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Conley against Bledsoe. Here's Randolph, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Love the way he fought for that putback. You know, he's willing to put in a lot of hard work in this game, no doubt about that.
Allen drives in. The shot is off. Lakers Lakers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Kobe with it, guarded now by Prince. He took the opportunity when he saw it. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
They are wreaking havoc on them with the three-point shot here.
Lazy perimeter defense, Clark. You got to take the shooter's airspace away from him.
Allen outside. Allen with another miss.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass. You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
All right, Doris.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Left side, Harris tries a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Allen. Dishes it to Conley. Back to Allen. From 11 feet away, here's Randolph. Count the bucket. And it's now only a 1-point Laker lead.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
It's a great formula, and it's really a sign that the offense is clicking.
You know, fellas, once he got into position under the boards, I mean, he wasn't letting anybody get around him.
Randolph, a screen on Bledsoe. Conley kicks to Randolph. And that misses. That would have put him up. LA has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and Harris wide open. He shoots. Harris missing again.
It's just been one of those days for him. He has really struggled.
Here's Prince, and the layup falls. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose.
It's Allen on the win. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're up by 1. 1:43 left to play in the final quarter. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 50% in a decent groove. No good from Bledsoe.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Conley with it, picked up by Harris. Conley into the lane. There's the bucket, good. And it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
He kicks it to Kufis. It's Prince on the wing. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Prince has got 19 points. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
Steve, I know you love great teamwork.
Yeah, so much fun to watch when the ball is moving. There's kind of a rhythm to the game that just happens. The ball moves almost on its own, Kevin. It's fun to watch.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bryant is doubled, trying to get back on track. And it's Randolph with the rebound.
Yeah, again, iffy shot selection there. Defender draped all over.
Well, you got to understand who's guarding you in that situation. I mean, if he's on you tight, you can't just rise up and try to shoot over the top. Well, the former Buckeye Conley has been great. He has 18 points and 5 assists.
Well, he's dominated this game. Not only has he gotten to the free throw line with his aggressiveness, but he's gotten open shots for his teammates as well.
Well, those are the 2 most fundamental areas of the game, guys.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
And even that might not be enough.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, what do you think?
Nah, I don't see it. Very little chance of a comeback. I think this is over.
Feeds it to Kufis. It's Allen on the wing. The jump hook. Can't get it to go. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 7. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
Well, this one's out of reach, so I'm not sure why they're calling a timeout here. Maybe just to try to work on something, maybe an out-of-bounds play or something.
The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Listening to the sounds of this demeanor.
Missy be the name and y'all should already know. I've been around long as Scarface, so shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, she, yeah. Let me grab the microphone and I'ma take it away. Say so. Say so. Say so.
The Lakers continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Boston playing for the home crowd again tonight. Some doubts forming early for these guys. They've gone 0-4 to start the season. They need a win, fellas.
And as far as the regular season goes, Kevin, this is as good as it gets. The definition of a rivalry, a game between these two teams is always special.
Absolutely. I've been looking forward to this one for a while. I mean, we've seen so many great contests between them in the past that it's impossible not to be amped up. Can't you tell?
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Tobias Harris, Brian is out there with Watson. Then there's West, and it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Rajon Rondo returning to action in mid-January of 2014, a little less than a year after his ACL tear. And Steve, he looked pretty good.
He did. His shooting percentages were down, but rebounding and passing as well as he ever has. Rondo, I think this year will be much more effective now that he's got some reps back on that knee.
The shot's good from Bryant.
And the layup just gift wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Into Sullinger, and he uses the glass on the way. Sullinger's got his second basket of the game.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
That's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
And it's Harris off the drive. Bryant dishes to Horford. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Detroit Pistons.
And that night, guys, they didn't resemble the team we're used to seeing, either as individuals or as a unit.
Steve, I thought there was really a lack of leadership. Nobody really gathered the team and tried to rally them. And sometimes you have to do that with your body language and your voice. To me, that was the most disappointing thing about the loss.
Well, kind of an interesting paradox for Jeff Green. He's much better offensively playing at the power forward spot as a spread four, but defensively he's much better guarding threes.
Bradley can't get it to go.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It's on C.J. Watson. And Jeff Green, not a big rebounder, struggles guarding in the low block. What do you think, Clark, is his best position?
You know, it's hard for me to say, Kevin. I think he's probably just a 3/4. I think at the 4 he has a little bit more of a quickness advantage. So I would probably look to playing him at that position.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Washington Wizards.
And it was so important for their bench to come in and play well in that game. I thought that was critical to the victory.
Well, they got contributions up and down the roster, and that's what you need. Everybody who stepped on the floor contributed.
Here's Rondo following the bucket by the Lakers. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got his third assist on the night. Dishes to Watson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The shot by Bryant, no good. Celtics leading by 5. Rondo passes to Olynyk. Rejected by Harris. And yes, sir, that one drops. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Bryant has the open look. Kobe can't get that one to fall. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Over in the corner, Green. Plenty of space. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
You know, Boston has shown they're a team that's not afraid to make a deal with one of their stars if they think it's going to benefit the team. And quite often, those deals have worked out for them.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Wallace is checked in for the Celtics. Smart comes in for Avery Bradley. And then for the Lakers, Boozer comes in for Al Horford. And it's Carter in for David West. Harris misses.
As you said, with Boston, it's an attitude that most teams would like to have, but many just can't really stomach the idea of parting with an all-star. The Celtics have shown they can do that.
Now here's Rondo. He's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit.
And he was disruptive defensively, too. Kevin, really aggressively trying to make plays. In fact, he had 4 steals during that game.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Watson kicks to Bryant. Hits it from three-point range. Kobe's got his second basket of the night. Well, for the Celtics, it's worked out quite a bit in the franchise's history, from getting guys like Parrish to making the moves for Kevin Garnett when he was there.
And, you know, it might result in some hard transition years like this one, but there is a reason why the Celtics are never out of it for too long, and doing whatever it takes to improve the team is part of the history of that franchise.
I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. So they may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Rajon Rondo with the rebound. Boston leading by 10. Pushing it up. Here's Wallace. Rondo with the ball. And it's Carter picking him up. Green kicks to Rondo. Six on the shot clock. Here's Smart. Offline with his 3. Lakers trail by 10. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Brandon Bass is checked in for Jared Sullinger. Turner comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Thornton in for Rajon Rondo. The Lakers also changing it up. Andre Bloch, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Terry comes in for Bryant. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for C.J. Watson. Turner dishes to Bass. Here's Thornton. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Carter, and it would have counted had it fall. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
Turner is up there with Brandon Bass. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Thornton. And it's Olynyk in at the 5. That's the Boston 5.
And Thornton, a 6'4" guard, but you'll never confuse him for a point guard. A volume shooter from the moment he takes the floor. He's looking to put points up in a hurry, and he can do just that.
Celtics leading by 12. Bradley drives in. Bass's shot. Good.
The defenders have to be aware. They cannot allow him that position before he catches the ball.
You're exactly right, Steve. That is his domain.
And Thornton, a streaky shooter from long range, but never shy from out there. I mean, for his career, almost half of his shot attempts have come from three-point territory.
The shot by Turner, no good.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
Took him no time at all on that one. Terry's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a terrific job to get the release perfect that time. I thought it might get blocked or deflected, but nice stroke.
Even with giving up a lot of size in that matchup, still able to get off a nice long-range shot there.
And you could accuse Marcus Thornton of tunnel vision offensively, but one thing you like, he doesn't turn the ball over.
And for his size, Kevin, he's a really crafty finisher around the rim. I like to focus on what guys do. He's a scorer. He takes good care of the ball. Let's not worry about what he doesn't do. You got him there for that reason, and he produces in that way.
Here's Bloch, and blocked. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Bradley. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Bradley's got 9.
he shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Jared Sullinger's checked in for Boston. Rondo comes in for Marcus Thornton. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. David West, he's checked in for Blotch. Harris comes in for Vince Carter. Ryan, he's checked in for Jason Terry. And it's Watson in for Eric Bledsoe. Austin with the ball. Following the three by the Lakers. Bradley, no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Watson kicks to Harris. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Boston leading by 12. Here's Rondo. Finish off the break. Rondo's got his second basket.
You know, it wasn't really hard to see why the Lakers struggled so much last year. The talent was down, and also the defensive effort and focus was borderline embarrassing at times.
As you said with the Lakers last year, their defense was near the bottom in a lot of categories. Opponents averaged almost 110 points on them.
Green, he's checked in for Boston. Well, it was a bit of a mix between effort and planning and personnel for the Lakers and their defensive struggles.
Well, they will give up the most points in the paint and fast break points over the course of the season, and you give up easy chances like that, you're not winning.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And Watson no good on that one. Well, the Celtics had a lot of problems, Clark, in a number of places last year, but at home they just struggled to put up points.
You know, they haven't been known for being a high-scoring team in recent years, but no amount of defense could have made up for their woeful offense.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, Kelly Olynyk grew up in a basketball family. His father was the head coach at the University of Toronto. Kelly said, "I had unlimited access to a huge basketball mind, which was unbelievable. He loved the game so much, and he had so much knowledge and experience. It really made me want to succeed in the game." Guys?
Great skill in that front court. He fits right in. Thanks, Doris.
Boston would end the year with just 16 wins at home. That would be the third worst mark in the East.
And Rondo gets it to go on the assist by Bradley. 8 points for Rajon Rondo.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
Watson the pass to Harris. And here's Bryant for three. That is good.
And it might be a bit strange for these Boston fans to not have a dominant team to watch at home, but fortunately for them, the Celtics usually don't stay at the bottom for too long.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Gerald Wallace, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and Smart subbed in for Bradley. And the Lakers also making a switch. Boozer, he's checked in for Al Horford. Harris misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Now here's Smart. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
To the wing on the left. Watson dishes to Harris. Watson kicks to Bryant. Almost, but it rolls out.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
No problems knocking that one down. And that's now 6 points for Jared Sullinger.
8 of the last 10 points they've given up here have come in transition.
And defensively, guys, you got to recognize that threat and then make the adjustment.
Harris, that's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Watson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
Celtics leading by 10. The dish to Green. From 6 feet, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Kobe attacking. Here's Boozer, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Boozer's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Lakers. Outside Rondo. Into Green. And he drops it in from the low post. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Lakers working the ball around now. Watson for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, their offense has really come alive. Can they come back and even it up? That's the question.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Banked in off the glass. Rondo's got 10.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Harris misses. Here's Sullinger. Here's Rondo. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen. They sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
Good on the second free throw. Bledsoe for 3. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
That shot absolutely had to be reviewed. It's going to have a major impact on this game. To the naked eye, that was a very tough decision.
Man, you'd love for the replay to be definitive, but wow, even in slow motion, it's hard to tell if that one should count.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, and the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Celtics lead by 10. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow. Now the third quarter about to get going.
Well, how about Rajon Rondo in this one? He has 11 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got West. Watson out there with Kobe. Then there's Harris. And it's Horford in at the center, filling out the middle. That's good. And that's 12 points for Jeff Green.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible. Avery Bradley out of Texas, one of the elite perimeter defenders in the NBA. A guy who can really give you nightmares bringing the ball up the floor. 6'2", but with long arms, and he can defend both guard positions. Really pressures the ball well.
Got a piece of it. West with the steal. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Berg. Hey, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. When former college coach Brad Stevens came in to coach the Boston Celtics, some worried that he'd have a tough time winning over headstrong point guard Rajon Rondo. But the two hit it off. Rondo said they become best friends, adding, "We talk every day. We laugh and joke. He has my full support. I'm behind him 100%. Kevin?
Rondo keeping an open mind and making himself accountable to Stevens' vision, Doris. Thanks. Here's Watson. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Watson's got 13.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Over in the corner, Green. Outside Rondo. Baseline try. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's Boston with another.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just to add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
Well, defense is a big part of these players' games as the top shot blockers among small forwards this season. You take a look at Harris, an intimidating defender, 3rd in the league.
Just superb athletic defenders right there, all of them, and aggressive too. They challenge every shot.
You'd really love to see every player devote the kind of energy to their defense that this group of small forwards does.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
And it's Bradley off the drive. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
And always good to look at the backstory of the stats. Here are some numbers for Rondo. He's averaging 11 points a game, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. And I think the playmaking really stands out to me that he's been doing it. So many times the plays he can generate seem to change the momentum of a game.
I agree wholeheartedly there. I mean, it's underestimated what his passing brings to this team.
Lakers trail by 9. And it's Harris off the drive.
Well, the Lakers are in another one of those transition stages, and they've not had many in the history of the franchise. But they do need to start looking for that next superstar to build the team around.
And Harris drops them both.
As you said, Kobe's starting to get to the age where you just don't know how many years he has left, especially with all the injuries. And the Lakers need to look now at who's going to lead them in the future. And it was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Watson, the pass to Bryant. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Adding on to that thought about the Lakers, Clark, they have seemingly always had one of the top players in the entire league to build around.
Yeah, that's always been one of their key pillars to success. You know, Magic, Wilt, Jerry, I mean, you can go on and on, Elgin Baylor. And they thought they might have had Dwight Howard, but now they're in a bit of a search to find the leader to take over once Kobe is gone.
Sullinger, a screen on Horford. Rondo kicks to Bradley. Can't get it to go. West with some nice D. He feeds it to Watson. The shot's good on the assist by West. Now just a 4-point Celtic lead.
I think they've got to keep getting him the ball. When he's going like that, he's in the zone right now. Perfect from the field. You've got to continue to milk the hot hand.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, it's been said about Rajon Rondo that he's the smartest guy in the room and also might be the most stubborn. He's got a terrific IQ for the game, but he's opinionated. We've seen him butt heads with coaches in high school, college, and the pros, but that certainly doesn't take away from his greatness. He's a winner, a champion, and a terrific point guard.
Well, you're right. It has fueled his rise, whether it was at Kentucky, going up in Louisville, or certainly playing with the Boston Celtics. Among some very important players, Hall of Famers like Allen and Garnett and Paul Pierce. He may have needed a little bit of that just to kind of clear the clutter and show that he could be a leader. And Bryant kicks to Horford. Kobe dishes to Bledsoe. Carter, the pass to Kobe. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. No good from Bledsoe. Boston leading by 8. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. A rebound by the Lakers. Boozer's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And it's Carter penetrating. Kobe dishes to Boozer. Sinks the three-pointer. Boozer's got 7 points in the game.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Bryant. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and that's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
That's good. Bryant's got 5 points in the quarter.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Celtics have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And it's Rondo penetrating. And Turner kicks to Olynyk. Here's Sullinger, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Sullinger's got 12 points in the game. The shot by Bledsoe, nobody around. And that one hits back iron. Celtics leading by 7. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. Olynyk with it. Boozer picks him up. And the basket by Olynyk.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. High-end passes to Bledsoe. To the middle. It's tipped. Rondo with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Rondo with the ball. And they get it back. Celtics have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. He misses the free throw. So both teams making some changes here. He's off on the second. Timeout called the Lakers.
You know, all coaches hate defensively when you give up easy points in the paint. That's inexcusable. So that's the reason for this timeout here.
I think it came down to the fact they were getting beat inside, and that's why the coach called timeout. They were not winning the battle inside.
And that's it.
Come on.
Here is Watson. Smart is out there with Thornton. Then it's Green. Then it's Brandon Bass. And it's Wallace in at the force line. That's the Boston 5. Nice shot by Terry.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, Steve.
I'll say the defense has been ineffective trying to run shooters off that three-point line.
Here's Smart, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Marcus Smart, a big physical power guard out of Oklahoma State. 6'4", 225, maybe a bit of a tweener, but he's a natural leader. Plays the game with a lot of passion and competitiveness.
You know, you talk about Marcus Smart's passionate nature. Of course, there was that incident last season.
Yeah, he confronted a fan in the stands in a game against Texas A&M, I think it was. He got heckled. Texas Tech?
It was Texas Tech,
yeah,
yes.
It was Texas Tech. But he's a high-character kid, and I think that was just an emotional aberration that he learned from and will be better for it going forward.
And the wide-open shot from Green. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 8. And the pass to Watson. And there's the feed to Blotch. Watson dishes to Blotch. Out to the right wing. Watson kicks to Boozer. Terry, that's a 2. The rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And there's a call on Tobias Harris. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. West is checked in for Boozer.
Second team foul.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
You know, after Jeff Green had that strong performance in the 2013 playoffs, he was handed the keys in Boston. But while his minutes went up, his efficiency went down. Maybe he's not suited for that lead role.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brad Stevens was giving to his team. His message? I don't want us patting ourselves on the back just yet. We can congratulate ourselves after the final horn. Right now, we need to go out there and take this one home. Guys?
And Jeff Green, you know, in the 3rd season of a big 4-year contract on the Celtics, they've certainly been big believers in his potential, and I think he's going to pay dividends on that belief. Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Green. He's got 17 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Bass. Sullinger comes in for Gerald Wallace. Bradley's checked in for Marcus Thornton. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Smart. This one for 3. Shot by Terry, no good. You look at Jeff Green over his career, the 5th pick back in 2007, played big minutes for the Thunder and the Celtics.
But he struggled to find consistency. You know, some nights he's great, others he disappears, and that's just sort of the mystery.
Watson kicks to Terry. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Watson's got his 7th assist here tonight. Outside Rondo. On the wing, Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got 10 points here in the second half.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
And the basket by Harris.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Outside Rondo kicks it to Sullinger. Using his post move to get the 2 points. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Al Horford, he's checked in for the Lakers. Bryant comes in for Jason Terry. Harris kicks to Watson. That's good. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Olynyk. Here's Sullinger. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that's pretty much how this game has gone. They've controlled the boards and looked to come away with the win right here.
Kobe kicks to Watson. Pass to West. It's stolen by Sullinger. Harris against Bradley. He kicks it to Rondo. And the wide open shot from Green. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
That's it, and the Celtics lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Watson.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Rondo passes to Bradley. Olynyk tries again, and Sullinger lays it in. Sullinger's got 14 points here in the second half.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
Watson's shot is good.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Boston leading by 8. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Rondo, no good.
It's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. And they were right in his face.
The kick out to Bryant. He dishes it to Watson. That's good, and it's Kobe with the assist. Watson's got 9 points in the quarter.
Boy, I'll tell you what, since the beginning of the fourth quarter, the three-point shot has really just been there for them. Everything's falling.
Yeah, the touch from downtown was right on point.
Sullinger inside, defended by West. Lakers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Feeds to Bryant from way back. And Boston with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Rondo dishes to Bradley. Banked in off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
The Celtics have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Rondo kicks to Bradley. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Brandon Bass is checked in for Olynyk. Wallace comes in for Jared Sullinger. Turner's checked in for Green. And it's Thornton in for Bradley. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Andre Blutch, he's checked in for West. Carter comes in for Tobias Harris. Jason Terry, he's checked in for Bryant. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for C.J. Watson. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Harris with it.
And this game is finally getting away from them.
Yep, it has gotten away. There's not really anything they can do now.
Now Rondo. And there's the foul time, C.J. Watson. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that stretches their lead to 8. Now here's Bledsoe. 16 feet away. No good. And
Congratulations.